Arthur, Arthur, I'm home. Hey, Arthur. Where's Arthur? Oh, what's this? Dear Desert.
It has been 6 months since my trip to Jamaica. In these past months, I've been kidnapped and forced to join a drug ring that was disbanded by a rat in our system. I'm laying low nearby. There'll only be so many days before the Jamaican cops arrive and bust the joint. This may be my last recommendation, so please review this game. Hello guys, really quickly, I just wanted to say, I didn't mention this in my last videos, but the footage provided in this video was munching orange. Also, hit that subscribe button, please, it really helps out the channel, and let's get into the video. So today, as you can see, we're talking about Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee for the Nintendo Switch. Honestly, I don't have a problem with this game. It actually works really well with the series. The only problem I had with it was the fact that you can't fight wild Pokemon. But later on, I realized that it wasn't such a major change to really get upset over. And it actually really helps out the game for the better, because instead of fighting through a bunch of random battles, you can just catch Pokemon, or catch the Pokemon you don't want at your own will, which I thought was pretty cool. And when the trailer for this game first launched, I think back in August or September, I really wasn't happy. I thought it was going to be a game to pull in Pokemon Go players, and just little kids just try to get a new generation into the Pokemon games. But actually, it was a pretty good Pokemon game, a nice retelling of the Kanto region. Even though we didn't really need a retelling of the Kanto region, it was nice. The graphics are amazing, as you can see, and I just thought everything sort of fit well together. But there were sort of some flaws with the game. Like, honestly, I didn't love the whole seeing Pokemon in the wild thing. It's not that it was bad, it was actually a really cool feature. It's just that the nostalgia of the old games, where you were just running around and suddenly you would encounter a wild Pokemon at random, it was kind of different. Nevertheless, I sort of liked the difference, but it was a little different than what I was used to, and suddenly a big launch title on the Nintendo Switch added some new features. It wasn't really easing us into the new Pokemon games on the Nintendo Switch. And I say Pokemon games because we already know for a fact that Gen 8 is coming out on the Switch, and probably many more if the other games are gonna sell like Breath of the Wild and this Pokemon game did, then they're obviously gonna keep pumping out Pokemon games on the Switch. Um, that's another thing. Apparently this game sold really well. I didn't actually buy a copy. I borrowed my friend's copy to review the game. Um, but apparently it sold really well. Another thing that I sort of like but don't like about the game is that it wasn't challenging enough. And I know it was sort of for like little kids and people who are new to the Pokemon games to sort of reel them in. But it just didn't feel like a real challenge to me. I beat Brock with a level 6 Bulbasaur, my Pikachu, and a Pidgey, I think. It was really easy. That was my main thing, that the game wasn't challenging enough. But other than that, the game runs smooth, the game looks smooth, uh, and the game just overall feels amazing to play. I know the motion controls are kind of funky and weird, and I wasn't about to pay for the Pokeball Plus. I was not about to pay $50 for what is essentially a glorified Tomodachi. And don't get me wrong, the game was good, but to me it felt okay. Not great, but not bad either. You know what? I lied. It's an okay game, but the review on the thumbnail is wrong. I'd give the game a good solid 6.5. Not really necessarily in between, because it was a little bit more good than it was bad, but it didn't feel like a strong setter. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't one of Nintendo's hits. Like this is a game along the line of Splatoon 2, uh, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. This was one of not the launch titles, but one of the early releases. It's one amongst Smash Bros. At a time when we had all of these awesome games coming out, and then we just have this game, but it's not bad, but it's not good. Um, it's not great. I mean, it's okay. The thing was, it brought some nostalgia to me, and I think a lot of fans had nostalgia. But when we saw the features of the game, I think the fans really sort of exploded. And that wasn't great for Nintendo. You know what? If I had come into this game with a different mindset, sure, the review number on the thumbnail would have been correct. But I came into this game with this mindset, and then it I really was disappointed by the game. That's what I'm trying to say. Um, I came into this game with the mindset that, oh, everyone thinks it's gonna be bad, but it's probably gonna be a good game. And then Nintendo gave me an okay game, which is fine. You only have so many. You can only have so many great games with an okay game. And Nintendo has been crushing it lately. Um, and yeah, one okay game amongst a bunch of great games. I'd rather see that than the Wii U right now. That's what I'd rather see. This probably wraps up my review. Thank you for tuning in and watching. This has been another episode of Game Junkies. This is Desert signing off. Thanks for watching. And I just wanted to say, Nintendo, thank you a lot for pouring salt in the wound, because this is the email that I got the other day on February 8th. I got this email notifying me that Yokai Watch 3 was out, so, thanks Nintendo.